Hey everybody, this is a movie from Taktik Airsoft with Gabriel. Today what we're going to do is that we got some new products in the store. We basically got these TNT units, and we're going to compare them basically to the Maple Leaf setup that we regularly do. So Gab, how long have you been testing the TNT setup?
Well, I've had mine, and we should note that, for example, that the ones that we actually sell right now in the store are more modernized. They've actually changed the shape of the bucking. It's called the T-Hop model. I've had the original design for about well over 6 months at this point. I've been very happy with it, and we'll explain why I transitioned from the Maple Leaf set to the T-Hop version, or not the T-Hop version, but the TNT. Even though at the time with the older model they were actually giving me the same performance.
Yeah. So this was basically this is kind of a little bit of a chart that illustrates
the differences.
Yeah, the differences. So we can see here that the setup for the TNT is basically, we have a unit that basically does like a structured pressure on the unit. It's not an arm, it's an actual piece that actually goes down, that presses onto the Hopup bucking to make it kind of a more uniform shape. If you look at the setup for the Maple Leaf, what we have is we basically got the arm, and it has this patch. Yeah, the patch. The contact patch is bigger than the original one, and it gives it a kind of a better pressure point. But we've had some issues with this setup where we had to actually bend the arm a little bit
to actually push down a little bit better on the bucking, especially for people who actually run heavier BBs.
Yeah.
You most likely want to readjust.
It's not by much, maybe what, like 15 degrees, 20 degrees max.
Yeah, but every time you do it, you actually have to unassemble the gun, reassemble, unassemble, reassemble, and test every time until you get the perfect point. Once you get the perfect point, the Maple Leaf system is really, really, really good. It's just that with the TNT, it's a lot easier. It's just
yeah, so that's kind of what we wanted to come at. The idea is that for the Maple Leaf system, it's actually not very expensive, whereas you basically just add the arm system, you add the bucking, you add the chamber, and for what, around $60 about?
On average, you can actually upgrade it piecemeal. You can actually choose certain parts versus others. There's certain things we always recommend you have, like the arm 100%, a new bucking 100%. Everything else, the chamber and even the bucking housing, those are supplemental things that you may or may not want.
But the TNT unit actually, it's 100 and...
In Canada, or at least our price at the moment, is 140 for the 265mm version for the LM4. And we should note that what we're comparing here is LM4 builds. Naturally, TNT makes actual kits for a dozen other products, if not more. All the way from GHK, VFC, KWA, and so on. It's like they have a vast repertoire of products. So this model is 140 for the short-barreled LM4 system, which compared to the Maple Leaf is expensive, but you do get a turnkey solution. So it's barrel, bucking, housing, and adjustment knob, which technically, so if we go through material design,
yeah, the stainless steel.
No, it's not stainless steel in this case. It's actually a plated copper, 603mm, which is better. Yeah. It's a tight bore. It's better off. The Maple Leaf reuses the barrel from the LM4, which is a 605 instead, non-plated copper. The adjustment wheel is steel, so there's already that. And then the housing itself is aluminum, machined aluminum. And what's cool about the new versions of T-Hops, it's that the shape of the bucking actually is far more interesting.
Yeah,
I'll show it you here.
Yeah, again, yeah. This structure, yeah. So basically, this is the imprint that you would actually get. Try to get it a little bit up closer here. So this would be the imprint that you actually get inside the barrel. for the BB2 hop.
So it's a more convex or concave, I forget which one, convex shape that hugs the upper part of the BB so it's sort of like a flat hop actually, and basically it'll hug the top part, stabilize the BB properly, and more surface allows for more lift, especially with heavier BBs.
You know what? You're actually right. It's concave.
Oh, go figure.
You see our technicality on this. Yeah. So basically, honestly, the performance that the TNT brings to the table for about double the price, I think that the turnkey solution is really very interesting. The quality of the components, the machining, and the design of it. And for somebody who really, I think plays a lot and just basically wants something to be up the utmost and easy use, I think that the TNT solution is very interesting. For somebody who just wants to kind of like, with a lower budget that wants to do something simpler without, tearing everything apart, I find that the maple leaf solution at that point is more cost effective. But it depends on your style of play and your interest and how you want to configure your airsoft.
I'd say that technically between the both, the maple leaf is for somebody who's a lot more hands-on. He's going to actually disassemble, reassemble, readjust, and basically get that sweet spot for his BB.
Yeah.
The TNT it's a lot easier to deal with. That nub actually travels quite a lot between your min and max. It's a good 1.5 millimeters of drop for that shape there, and it really helps to adjust depending on conditions.
Yeah, that's true because of the angle that we have to do in the maple leaf system to be able to give it a bit more force. Still, the travel that we get is what, maybe 1 millimeter, maybe a half.
Not even half a millimeter. So your min and max won't affect your trajectory that much. It's really a manual setup to the point where some people have used the contact patch as the TDC system. They would tap through the whole body of the gun, the whole upper receiver of the gun. Not something I would recommend, but
and in this situation, it kind of would work better also with a lighter BB most likely, compared to getting heavier weights, because of the amount of push that that the TNT has a lot of. You can probably get a better spin on a heavier BBs versus this one. You might have a bit of an issue because you can't really push down that much.
You're right, in the sense that this will go further down.
Yeah, that's it.
Lift it.
You'll lift more, so the heavier the weight, you should be able to get a better result with the TNT versus the maple leaf.
Yeah. Unless you've really pushed that angle.
And I would actually have adjusted also the surface here to make it a little bit thicker, so it really kind of pushes in. But again, that's a lot of tweaking, honestly.
Yeah, it's a lot of hands-on work.
So
this is, like we said, it's a turnkey solution, very precise. The new T-Hop version, at least, with the new bucking, a lot tighter groups. And actually, I noticed that it does reduce the velocity just a bit. So there's a bit of resistance in that bucking, probably a hardness situation there. But just getting those groups is far more interesting for me, at least.
So this is Mugi. I'd like to say thank you. When you have a chance, like and subscribe to our channel. And I hope you found this informative. And Gabriel?
Well, my name is Gabriel, signing out.